How's it going, everyone? Got quite a lot to talk about today. Obviously, there's going to be a ton of news coming out tonight from the Game Awards, but some stuff to go over as well. Earlier on, Alone in the Dark, the reboot, has been delayed once again. We'll talk about that. Remember, the game was initially scheduled for October, the end of October. That was a train wreck waiting to happen, being released in between Alan Wake 2 and Spider-Man 2. A delay for all the right reasons there, and now it's seeing yet another delay. We'll talk about that. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, another upcoming Ubisoft title. I wasn't crazy about the trailer that they dropped with the music and whatnot. It was just so jarring, but the game itself looks pretty cool, and there will be a demo available as well. We'll cover that, and an upcoming post-apocalyptic cyberpunk action platformer gets dated for PS5 and PS4. I'll talk that at the end of this video, but first of all, big news as another major game has been delayed. Alone in the Dark reboot has been delayed to March 20th of 2024, and whenever I constantly talk about the early 24 lineup, when we talk January, February, Alone in the Dark is always one I don't mention. We kind of just start off with like a Dragon Infinite Wealth and that wave of games, but there's a ton of other stuff coming out in that early portion that I forget about because there's just so much coming out. Alone in the Dark, one of those games that it got pushed from October to January to obviously have more time for polish, but at the same time to get away from Spider-Man 2 and Alan Wake 2, and now it's getting pushed yet again. So this is the note from THQ Nordic. The year is coming to an end and the Christmas holidays are upon us. However, until today, it didn't seem that way for Pieces Interactive, the team developing our upcoming survival horror game Alone in the Dark. With our initially planned release date in January 2024, the Christmas season would have been filled with stress and anything but a jolly time for them. Therefore, THQ Nordic and Pieces Interactive have decided to give Alone in the Dark a new release date, March 20th of 2024. The well-being of the teams is top priority, and both companies want to avoid any potential crunch over the Christmas holidays. Furthermore, THQ and Pieces Interactive want to ensure that the game not only meets but exceeds the expectations of the community, especially with the outstanding performances of Hollywood stars David and Jodie as the main protagonists. We understand that many people are eagerly awaiting the release, but your patience will be rewarded. We are thrilled to scare the living daylights out of you on March 20th, 2024. So, it is getting pushed from January. I don't know how to feel about the delay in the sense of, oh, you're getting away from competition. I think it would have been fine for it to release before the big wave of games. The thing is, that Q1 of 24, you're probably not gonna escape like a gargantuan wave of games coming out. The only thing you want to avoid is February because, yo, bro, if you're releasing anytime in February, you're just signing up to get slaughtered unless you're one of the major releases. But Alone in the Dark in March, I think is fine as well. Dragon's Dogma 2 is the only real big game scheduled for that month. You do have Unicorn Overlord, but that is such a smaller release that's catered towards, you know, a more niche audience. We'll see how the game does, but this is one I'm looking forward to, and I'm hoping it revitalizes Alone in the Dark as an IP altogether. But again, that'll be out March 20th of 2024. Moving on from that, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. This is another one that I don't mention all too often. It's just going a little under the radar, all things considered. It is scheduled for a January 18th, 2024 release on PS4, PS5, Xbox One Series, PC, Nintendo Switch. And the game itself, I think it just got done dirty, absolutely dirty by the music selection. That is seemingly what people just focused on. And bro, it's Prince of Persia. Like, know your audience and, you know, just present this game a little bit better, because if you actually look at this game, like, aesthetically, you know, visually, gameplay-wise, it looks like a solid game. Yes, it's not the Sands of Time remake that everybody's been waiting for, but as a new title, a 2.5 platforming action-adventure title, I think it looks really solid, and I hope as we get closer to the release, you know, we can forget about the initial trailer people were just completely down on, and really, it was people being completely down on it from just things that could have been avoided. Why present a Prince of Persia trailer like that? If it was a different IP, whatever, but it's just like, man, like that, the choices made from a marketing standpoint with that trailer were just so mind-bogglingly dumbfounding. I couldn't even believe it. I do think that the $50 price tag is gonna push some people away, but you know what? Sonic Superstars just came out at 60 bucks. These 2D titles at a premiere price point, I do think there's gonna be an audience for them. The game itself looks quite good, and it is a Ubisoft game, so it'll probably go on sale fairly quickly, but you will have a free demo to check out on January 11th, so be on the lookout for that as well if you do just want to try out the game. Ubisoft these days, not everybody's favorite publisher, of course. I mean, I played quite a bit of Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. Ubisoft was nice enough to give me a copy of the game, And while it's a really well-made game in the sense of the visuals are stunning, it is that tried and true open world formula that Ubisoft is known for, and some people love that, other people not so much, but that's why I'm more so interested in a game like Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, and that's why I was interested in Assassin's Creed Mirage, because they're a little bit of a step to a different direction from a Ubisoft standpoint in terms of what they've been doing recently. So something like this, I'm interested in. It's just $50, I think, is going to push some people away, but we'll see about that. Lastly, post-apocalyptic cyberpunk action platformer Darklight will be coming to PS5 and PS4 on January the 30th. Now, the game's been in early access for a little bit, having a mostly positive reception. The game looks stylish as all hell. Darklight is a post-apocalyptic cyberpunk action platformer with intense hack-and-slash combat. Explore the unknown, enhance your abilities with cyberwares, and face off against supernatural entities to seal the dark void and end the eternal darkness. 476 Steam user reviews. 78% of those reviews have been positive. Visually, it looks quite good. Ability-wise, it looks, again, super flashy. The game notes, unveiling unique visuals and a dynamic world. Immerse yourself in the choice of pixel mode or cinematic mode, granting a nostalgic pixel aesthetic or visually striking experience. Explore 6 distinct biomes where enemies and temporary power-ups continuously evolve with each playthrough. Overcome 14 major bosses, numerous elites, and mini-bosses to acquire valuable loot and upgradable materials. Intense gameplay and progression. Engage in challenging Souls-like combat, mastering timing, dodging, and parrying. Progress through loot, items, and character upgrades, enhancing attributes like strength, agility, faith, intellect, and blood. Cyberware enhancement, choose from 100 plus unique cyberware gears, improving abilities across various categories. Obtain gears through drops or purchases, and experience an ever-evolving world with shifting challenges, and acquire unique power-ups through temporary totems. Collect new drones from various factions and defeat powerful bosses to gain permanent upgrades in your skill tree. And you've got a customizable arsenal with wield 9 melee-style weapons and 6 range-based weapons. You've got a skill tree to go through and a new game plus component as well. Again, a pretty positive reception in its early access period, and now the full release will be dropping on January the 30th. But that is going to do it for me. Again, Alone in the Dark, one of those games that is kind of a sleeper. I was looking forward to it heading into its October release, and I think it was best case scenario for everybody involved that the game was pushed. It was just going to get eaten alive by Alan Wake 2, and you had Spider-Man 2. Like, no, you do not want to do that. March, we still have to see that month round out in terms of what's coming that month, but how much longer can you push back a game based on the fact that, you know, there's a lot of competition. In this case, it does seem like more of a delay just so, you know, they don't have to work through the holidays, which makes all the sense in the world. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown gets a brand new story trailer, and a free demo will be dropping on January the 11th. That trailer, by the way, as I'm recording this video, seems to have been pulled from YouTube. Maybe it was something that they're going to drop at the Game Awards. But yeah, the demo, January the 11th. And Darklight, a brand new action platformer, will be coming on January 30th. That'll do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.